Folks, welcome back to BitTopics. Welcome back to another video. This one will be a little bit more of an overview of the market. If you remember, we have two videos this week. The next one will be in 2 or 3 days. I'm not sure, but we do have something to talk about. We traded something and we have to look on how we are going to end the month of April with our copy trading strategy. So let's jump right into it in today's video. So starting with Bitopics, I opened a position. If you look right now, Ethereum is at 2,259 here on Bitopics, and I sold a call because I believe that we are not going to be going up a little bit by tomorrow. So I sold a May 1st call, strike 23.25, so 2,325. And why did I choose that? I sold it for 60 bucks more or less. And why? Because if you look right here, let me put in the 1 hour chart, we don't show much strength right now. So I opened the strategy last hour. So if we draw the line until tomorrow at 5 a.m., we have this right here. And I put 23.25, 23.25. There we go. So as long as Ethereum stays below this line, which it looks like it's going to, by looking at the charts, looking at the indicators, it looks like that. This is going to be an easy 60 bucks that I'm going to be collecting. So nice. So very, very nice. Now looking at Bitcoin, since we're already looking at this right here, Bitcoin is still doing higher highs. You can see this little staircase, right? This little stairwell right here going up and then down a little bit, up, down a little bit, up and down a little bit. And this green candle should confirm if it closes in the green today and tomorrow we go above the 77K, that we could be going for another higher high, and that higher high will be closer to the $80,000 per Bitcoin. Now, looking at Solana, Solana does not look bullish. Solana in the 4 hour, in the daily, in the 1 hour, doesn't matter. It doesn't look bullish at all. It was showing higher highs, even if barely higher highs, but then it started losing momentum and now it shows high and now it shows lower lows. So it is going down even further down than the last low. So not bullish for Solana, and Ethereum is a little bit of both. On the 4 hours, you can see that it was gaining a lot of strength, then it lost it, and we started seeing, lower highs. So this one right here was lower than this, and this one lower than that, and this one lower. And now it seems like we're going to be coasting or at least going down a little bit. And this is exactly the reason why I sold a call instead of selling a put. So I sold a really good call, in my opinion. Even if you look at the daily right here, you see that in the daily, we are also not that bullish. So we had this line that was, you know, marking a very good higher high, a very good bullish momentum. But then that bullish momentum was interrupted a few days ago on the 25th, and we started going down. And that applies for Ethereum and for Solana. So unless we see some money flow rotating from Ethereum all the way to rotating from Bitcoin all the way to Ethereum, then we are safe to assume that today and maybe by the weekend, we are going to see Ethereum go down, stay the same, or go down. Now, looking at CoinMarketCap, we see right here, let's take a look at the current prices. We have Bitcoin at 76,300, Ethereum at 22.59, we have XRP at 136, we have BNB at 616, then we have Solana at 83 bucks with Hyperliquid at almost $40. Then we have Monero at 380 and Zcash up at 338. So Zcash and Monero are doing good right now. Now, if we move to the crypto free greed index, you can see that we are all over the place. As I said in the last video, we went from 47 all the way to 26. Now we are at 29. But again, today is a red day. So this lag will be shown tomorrow, or actually in 7 hours, when we most likely are going to go back to 26, maybe even 25, because we're doing lower lows. You can see we are going down even more. So there's no reason for it to be up like it is right now instead of being down like the candle is showing. So regarding the news, there's a lot of people saying that the Hormuz Strait being closed again or being limited again is good for assets like Bitcoin, is good for the stock market. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that. We can see the prices of oil, we can see the prices of other commodities that are spiking, going up, and then they drop. So So in my personal opinion, I can be wrong in this, but for me, this is just a huge manipulation to make sure, whoever needs to exit exit has the best way, has the best prices to exit. Whoever needs to get in has the best prices to in. And when I say whoever, I don't mean you and me, retailers. I mean huge institutions or huge politicians or huge, businesses that need to get in and out, and they have the power to, work with governments to make sure that happens, or some tax incentives for sort of lobbies or whatever. So it is crime season, as we are used to say here in crypto Twitter. And it seems that crime season applies also for traditional markets and also for crypto, as always. But nonetheless, we have been sideways for almost 2 months, for a little over 2 months now, and we're almost getting to a point where this sideways movement usually collapses towards one side. So it either just goes sideways for so long that it explodes and we go back up towards the 80, maybe even $100,000 for Bitcoin, or we see that we still can fall more and we're going to fall towards the 60K. And then after that, we can keep going to the 50K or whatever, but it would look like we can have another leg down. So I think we're in a momentum that maybe in one other month, 30 to 60 days, we're going to have a clear direction on if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down, because I think we have been sideways for quite a while now. So that is my personal opinion. Am I doing something about it? No, other than the leaps that I have and the trading that I do that disregard direction, I don't do any much other than holding my coins. So this is my personal opinion. And now going to Bitopics, because on Bitopics we see something very good, which is on the copy trading side of things, we are doing fantastic. We are going to be closing the month of April, unless there's other trading today. We're going to be closing the month of April with 3% on the Bitcoin option strategy and with 2.3% in the altcoin option strategy. And now we're almost close to $8 million in assets under management right here between the two of them, the 0DT and the altcoin 0DT. If we keep going like this, and also volatility helps us out by going up, Bitcoin volatility and Ethereum volatility go up, then yes, this 3% per month could go back up to 5%, maybe even 8%, like we used to say, like we used to see. Also on the altcoin, we need volatility for the altcoin strategy to be better than the Bitcoin strategy. I think in this market, the Bitcoin strategy has way more opportunities to be more profitable than the altcoin. But if we pick up a huge momentum, a huge IV increase like we saw before, then this one will take it away and will be super, super profitable. Last but not least, something that I wanted to mention is that today is token launch for Mega ETH. So Mega ETH has been huge in a lot of crypto talk before. We had even huge drama regarding Mega ETH of influencers that were planning to sell over the counter, which I still think is going to happen, or already happened today, because we had the TG launch today, which was 6 a.m. EST on chain and 7 a.m. off chain. This total value at TGE was $1.6 billion with a 10 billion supply. So we do not know what was the initial circulating supply, the allocation breakdown. We didn't have any of that, but so far, everyone that I talked about, they are sure that they're gonna dump if they haven't already. US citizens cannot dump because they are vested, but everyone else most likely has already been dumping this. Let me see if Mega is already on CoinMarketCap. So you can see Mega was listed, it went all the way to 24 cents, and now it is dropping to 15. It was listed this morning, at around 18 cents. Now it is already at 15, and I still believe that this is gonna go down a little bit more. Maybe then it's gonna rise up, but so far I think whoever wants to dump, whoever wants to take profits already, they're gonna be taking it right here and right now. So what do you think? Do you like Mega ETH? Do you think they have anything worth looking? At least the token, or at least the token is something good. I personally don't like these kind of tokens. The tokenomics are never good enough, and it doesn't make sense to have it as ETH or to have it as any other blue chip coin. But let's take a look. It is already top 200 coins, so let's see how it climbs or drops from this current price right here. So I think this will be it for today's video. Hopefully it was enjoyable to watch. I'll see you guys on the weekend. I still don't know what the day is going to be, but for sure it's going to be a video on the weekend to have that 2 per week that I told you last week. So have a good day. I see you guys on the next video. As always, right here on my topics. Thank you. Take care. Peace.